Here we have a new 2025 Lincoln Nautilus. This one is a hybrid. Comes in the all-wheel drive black label trim level in diamond red metallic. And then we have the Chalet Venetian leather interior. For the powertrain, we do get a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder hybrid engine that's mated to an electronic CVT. Really love the color here. Just always like the black labels. We come around to the front end here. We get the LED daytime running lights and the LED headlamps. Now that is a solid light strip there. It doesn't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking up the LEDs. But love this front fascia here, especially the illuminated logo there. Again, the lights, but that grille just spectacular. As we come around to the wheels here, these are going to be 22-inch aluminum. A nice look there. Passive keyless entry. And then we have our power door lock controls, memory seat functions, one-touch up and down windows on all 4 doors. Power mirror controls are there. We can power fold the side mirrors that do have blind spot monitors. And then we have electronic child locks and rear window locks, so that's nice to have. Standard Revel Ultima sound system, that's gonna be 28 speakers. That's the hood latch there, just hit that twice. Lift gate controls, headlamp controls, electronic parking brake, power tilt and telescoping steering wheel. And then here is our power driver's seat. Now we have thigh support on either side, seat back, seat bottom power, and then we do have massage function as well as 4-way power lumbar. So pretty adjustable seat there. Now I do want to give one huge thanks to Lincoln of Franklin for allowing me to review this Nautilus black label today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. I was gonna try and show the window sticker, but the tint's kind of too dark and the brightness out here is kind of crazy. So it's $81,395, the total sticker price. Thought I unlocked these already. But I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So we're gonna check out the rear seat space for me. Wow, it's pretty impressive. The fact that I'm able to sit back here, head's not touching the ceiling, leg is not touching the back of the seats. Very impressed, especially for this to be such an adjustable seat here. And I keep trying to soft close these doors, and it's just the way that they feel in terms of the weight that makes me think that they're soft closed, but they're not. We get 3-stage heated outboard seats, 2 USB-C ports on either side, which is pretty nice. So you have 4 altogether back here, and you just plug them in to the back of the seat there. And you can just hear the massage seat going, but that's what the sunroof looks like with just the glass exposed, and when the sun shades up, that's what it looks like there. Middle seat folds down, bottle holders are right there. But it feels so great back here. And one of my favorite features about the black label in particular is you get this cool animation here that kind of changes, and it looks really nice. Makes you feel, as part of the ambient lighting, it feels so luxurious in here. That's the best way to describe it. One more thing before I forget, 110-volt 3-prong household plug-in hidden right in there. Now we're gonna make our way towards the back. Again, it's just, I don't want to slam the door, but it feels like it should be soft closed, and it isn't. And I don't know how you get this open. Okay, we do have a button for that. So for whatever reason, it popped after I opened the door. So for those of you that get worried about having a gas tank that's easily accessible, this one is not, based on my first impressions here. So that's a nice touch. And to the back end here, LED tail lamps. And very nice storage space behind the second row here. You get a 12-volt. You can power release either side there, which is really nice. And then you have hooks here if you want to hang a bag or something like that. This one does have the all-weather mats included, but there's a spare that fits perfectly right in there. And then your jack and whatnot is back there. So for those of you that are always like, why don't these cars have spares anymore? This one in particular does, in a 2025 model. So very impressed by that. There's a look underneath the Nautilus there. And then as we come around to the rear passenger side, pretty easy to fold that seat up. And then you have your anchors for the car seats hidden underneath that. And then also manual, but you can adjust the seat quite a bit. So that's what it's like compared to all the way up and when it's back. And there you can see the parts content. So it's pretty much a Chinese vehicle. And then here's our power front passenger seat. Pretty much the same adjustability as that driver's side, including the thigh support and the massage function. Little storage pocket here. Glove compartment there. And as we come back around to the front end, we're just gonna take a quick look in the engine bay. And with this being a hybrid setup, it's been shut off most of the time that I've been here. So that's nice. It's just kind of windy out. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. It's like a crow or something that keeps following me around, making all that noise. So I really like the design of the steering wheel. This is all leather, heated. There's the horn. Now to the radio here, as you can see, we get this new screen that goes pillar to pillar, which is pretty cool. And once you get used to it, you can really configure it the way that you want to. But over here, Google Maps system. On top of that, we have our XM, AM, FM, Bluetooth. And then we can go into here, drive modes. Again, the ambient lighting can be adjusted. So you can change the colors, which is pretty neat. It's kind of hard to see on this side, but it's cool how they change pretty quickly. You can adjust that brightness as well. And then your seats, the massage, you can adjust that. And then your actual settings in here, the vehicle settings all through there. And then your system settings, you can adjust your language. And you have several different languages to choose from, which is pretty cool in this Lincoln because most of the time you get English, Spanish, and then Canadian French, but here you get a few other options too. And then your units of measurement can also be adjusted here in the settings if you want to go through those. And you can also, what's cool is you can do those individually. So you don't have to necessarily go from US to metric. If you want to have the measurements in, let's say, miles per gallon, but you want to have the temperature, Fahrenheit, or vice versa, you can do that. So if you get what I'm saying. Now down here, dual zone automatic climate control, so you can adjust on either side there. Adjust fan speed here, set it to auto, fan direction. And pretty cool animations. And you can also cut the whole system off there. And then here, this is where you can adjust what's actually on the screens here. So if I want to put the tire pressure monitors here, they're in that middle screen right there on the right side. And then if I want to put the weather somewhere else, I can do that. And then you kind of have the view of the typical gauge cluster there. Just kind of hard to see again with how the lighting is in here. It's so bright in here and the screens are so dark. So especially at night, it's nice. But during the day, you kind of probably want to keep the sunshade closed on a day like today where it's this bright out. But that's a one-touch slide there. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. Sunglasses holder. All those controls again. Then you have your lights here. Garage door transmitter. Really nice vanity mirror. And then back to the steering wheel. Blinkers are on this side. High beam toggle flash over here. course, automatic wipers, so one time auto or off, auto, low, high. We can adjust that auto sensitivity. Then our rear wipers here. Push back for that rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front. And then over here, this is our shifter. So park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then we have the limiter there. And then a few shortcuts, including the camera there. So that'll pull up the front camera. And then throwing it in reverse will pull up that backup camera. You get that bird's eye view as well. And again, the way the screen's set up, it doesn't do it justice showing up on the camera, so I apologize for that. Auto brake can be toggled there. Hazards are here. And then we do have the parking times we can adjust there. Volume knob, we can click to mute, turn the volume all the way down. Wireless charging pad, bottle holders, USB-C, USB-A port. We can stow all of this away, which is pretty nice. And then center console cubby space, 2 USB-C ports, a 12 volt, and then a tray there. Over here, that adaptive cruise can be toggled. And what's cool about this system is it kind of shows you right there as you click things and how it can be adjusted. So really neat. And then over here on the right, we can go through volumes, track list, radio station presets, and all of that. And it's kind of like a soft touchpad there. So really, really cool system here. Push button starts here. Finally, here's a key fob with remote start. But now for the most important part, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Lincoln Nautilus Black Label Hybrid out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in the Nautilus Hybrid here, I love almost everything about the new Nautilus. I reviewed, I think it was just a Reserve 2 or something like that, but it might have been, I don't know which model year it was, but such a nice vehicle. The screens, just how they did that, and then having the main display right here in the center, I think was a nice touch, and the vehicle rode so well. Having a great ride so far in this one, but with this one being a hybrid, you get 30 miles per gallon city, 31 highway, which I love the city fuel economy, very nice. But this brake pedal, in my opinion, is atrocious. And it's very difficult, especially I had to take this through the car wash because it was filthy first. And you have to basically push the pedal a quarter of the way down to get any bite whatsoever. So as I hit the pedal, there's like air, and then you get the feeling of braking, which I do not like at all. But I mean, other than that, the way it drives is very nice. I have it in Excite mode now, so it's actually pretty peppy. But that was just my one complaint. And I'm usually not that picky when it comes to vehicles. I know not all brake pedals will feel the same. Not all gas pedals feel the same. But just feels so outdated, the brake pedal does. I mean, you still want to, when you hit the brake, to have some sort of feeling of braking, but it just, I don't know. Now, I will say the more I've driven it, the less spongy it feels. But especially first getting in this thing, I don't know how long it's been sitting or whatever, but it was terrible. But again, as I'm kind of getting used to it, it does make the drive that much more luxurious. The braking feel, you're not getting thrown anywhere, I will say that. So it's a very comfortable feel, but from a driver's perspective, it ain't right. It ain't right. But again, everything else, the luxury's still here. Love the feel of the steering wheel. Love just the seats and everything. Everything in here is top notch. And for almost $82,000 sticker price, it better be. You know what I mean? Gonna give it a quick pull here. about all I'll be able to give it, but it is quick. I will say that. Love the turbo boost sound as well. But very impressive acceleration. I want to give one more thanks to Lincoln or Franklin for allowing me to review this Nautilus. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you are looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But I mean, for the money, it's a luxury item. It's like buying anything else, whether it's a Mercedes or a Cadillac, whatever. Very nice vehicle, very, very nice, but also very expensive. So just depending on if you're in the market for something like this, you could get the Edge, but it's not gonna feel like this at all. And they've just done a great job with this redesign. Everything on this new Nautilus is top tier. So can't say anything bad about it. Again, the price point is, it's up there. But my only complaint again is the brake pedal feel. Even on these 22-inch wheels, ride quality is pretty good. Feels nice in here. Sound acoustics, and you can see they're doing construction on this road here. The sound acoustics are still pretty good, and the road noise is still pretty good, with this being a road that's basically being demolished right now. But still a great vehicle. Honestly, in my opinion, a 9.5. But that brake pedal, we got to do something about that. But it's a hybrid. What can you expect? But with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Lincoln Nautilus Black Label.